Thank you for joining me. The timestamps are in the description box. So let's get straight to our stories. Story number 1. Opie writes, "This is a throwaway. I don't know what to feel. Me, 25 female, and my boyfriend, 28 male, have been together for 3 years now. We have been living together for 2 years. I know his family. He has one brother, Sam, 33 male, who is married to Lisa, 32 female. They have one daughter who is 4 years old. He is very close to his brother, which resulted in me being closer to his wife and kids too. Sam sometimes comes to our place and plays video games with my boyfriend. One day, when they were playing video, Sam put his phone on charger in our guest room. I was there cleaning the windows when suddenly his phone buzzed. I went to look and there was a girl named, quote, office, unquote, texting him, quote, I had a great time last night. Your tongue is magic, unquote, with some emojis. I was a little shocked. Sam always shows how much he adores his wife. Even Lisa says he is the best husband. How could he cheat? This was the first incident. Then one day, when he was at our house again, he was talking loudly while I was right by the kitchen. While he was talking on the phone in our guest room with the doors open, he was saying, quote, I love you, unquote, to a girl named Beth. This confirmed my suspicion even more. I told my boyfriend I think his brother is cheating on his wife. I asked him if he knows anything about it. His expression went blank. He told me he knew about it. I was perplexed. I asked, what does he mean? He began to tell me Sam has been seeing other girls on the side. He doubled it down, saying it is not a big deal because Lisa is happy, he is happy, and plus he doesn't like to meddle in other people's business. I asked him if he thinks that his brother cheating on Lisa was right. How could he defend his brother over something so vile? He told me it is their personal life. Plus, he doesn't want to ruin his brother's marriage. I told him firmly his brother's marriage was already ruined the moment he decided to stick it inside someone else that isn't his wife, and he is clearly wrong for supporting him. How would he feel if I was cheating on him and my sister knew and never told him? He told me of course he would feel bad, but this isn't about him. I just told him to leave me alone. Cheating is a deal breaker for me. I do not like people who are cheaters or support cheating. I can't even look at him the same way I used to. So, a few weeks ago I called him and told him this isn't working. I cannot be with someone who supports cheating and doesn't mind someone else cheating. He cried and told me to not do it, that he will do better and this isn't fair to him. I cannot punish him for what his brother is doing. I told him calmly that this is not a punishment but my decision. I already told him that cheating is a deal breaker for me. I will not tolerate it in any shape or form. I went to stay with my brother. 2 days later, I went to our place to get some stuff of mine. He asked me if he could talk. I said sure. He told me he was wrong for not saying anything against his brother. Lisa is a good woman, and that he would ask his brother to stop. I told him that doesn't make me feel better. The fact that he thinks it's okay to cheat clearly shows he has no problem with cheating on me. He told me he is not cheating on me and that he will be better. I asked him if he could tell Lisa about her husband's affair. He went silent and told me he can't go against his own brother. Well, then I guess he made his choices. I left his place, leaving him crying on his couch. I feel bad. I love him, but the trust I had for him is gone. I do not know how to tell everything to Lisa. I am not sure what to do. I feel lost. Edit. To those idiots who says that my boyfriend is not wrong, I hope you find yourself in a similar situation as Lisa. I would like to know how you would feel when you learn that your husband betrayed you and people close to you knew about it and let you get cheated on day after day. He has covered for his brother on many occasions. He has lied to Lisa, telling her that Sam is with him when he was not. Even if he didn't, him simply acting it is not a big deal. That a woman who is so loyal to her husband is getting cheated on is wrong and malicious in my eyes. Him concealing his cheating is also putting her at risk for STDs. And also, what if Sam got one of those girls pregnant? Ever thought about that? It's not like they were in an open or poly relationship. Edit 2. I cannot comment on my own post. What is up with that? It gets removed. But to anyone who is asking, I will tell Lisa. She's currently out of town. I can send her a message, but I have no evidence that Sam is cheating. Plus, she told me she would not be near her phone. Let's get Opie's update. Hello guys, thanks for all the kind words. I wanted to make an update the day after I posted it to reassure you guys I did tell Lisa, but something came up and I was delayed. So I did tell her the very day I made this post, even though I had no evidence. I got some encouragement from you guys too. For all I knew, she could scream at me. But hey, if that happens, at least I wouldn't have to live with this giant guilt that I misled a friend of mine. I talked to Lisa, telling her everything on the phone. She just told me she can't speak right now and thanked me for the information, which was weird. I didn't hear from her for the next 3 days. I only heard from her when my ex called my brother to yell at me. He called me a homewrecker because I snitched to Lisa, and today she took a daughter and served Sam divorce papers. I was even more confused. It's not possible to file a divorce paper within 3 days. I called Lisa. She didn't pick up but texted me to come to Sam's house. I went with my brother because I didn't know how safe it is for me. When I entered, I saw my ex, Sam, and their parents along with Lisa. Sam looked really crap. My ex jumped on me by saying I did this to his brother. Lisa told my ex to calm down. She carries on to explain that she already knew Sam was cheating for a while. One of the girls he hooked up with contacted her and showed her the messages between him and her. That girl worked in his office. The girl felt guilty knowing that she hooked up with a married man, and so she told Lisa before quitting her job. I'm guessing she felt really guilty and couldn't work there or something. Lisa further told us she had been planning on leaving Sam since then. She needed time to get her things sorted and gather evidence that will help her in court. She was mostly a homemaker but worked part-time, so there were financial issues too. She went on to expose Sam even more for his deeds in front of his own parents and told Sam she wants full custody because Sam bringing one of his women around her daughter is not safe. From what she described, Sam is pretty much screwed in the divorce. She also didn't spare my ex. She basically told him she has never treated him like an outsider, that if someone was cheating on him, she would definitely tell him, even if that someone was her own family member. She finds it really sad that she had to know from a stranger what his brother was up to, rather than someone close to her and someone she loved like a brother. My ex was silent. A lot more things came to light because there was a lot of yelling and pointing fingers. Sam has been cheating on Lisa for 3 years. My ex knew it for the last 2 years and has been covering for Sam. Sam's parents were disappointed at him as well. And apparently my ex also lied to his parents about why we broke up. He told his parents I fell in love with someone else and that's why I left. Why he did that? Because his stupid brother thought it was a great cover-up. Because even if I told Lisa, then no one would believe in me because I was the one who, quote, cheated, unquote, and projecting it on his brother. Lisa called me here to clear my name and also thanked me for informing her, even if she knew all along. Their parents apologized to both of us and told us they are ashamed of their sons. I just felt bad for them. After that, I went home. Lisa asked me if she could stay with me. I said sure. She was stoic when she was talking to Sam and his parents, but as soon as she entered my house, she broke down in tears. She told me that she should have listened to her friends, who told her Sam was not a decent person. She left her job and her law studies so that she could be with him. I felt really bad for her. I know this will be really tough on her and her daughter. I wish there was more I could do, but I am really impressed that she handled this situation with such poise. I hope she decides to continue her law studies like she wanted to. She sacrificed a lot for that jerk. Also, to all those people who think that my ex was right not to snitch on his brother, you guys don't see how he is putting her at risk? Sam was having sex with literally everything. You guys think it would be better to keep her in the dark? I know she knew about it, but what if she didn't? What if Sam's careless womanizing put her in danger of STD? Some STDs are life-threatening, like HIV. Him not coming clean of his brother's deeds was seriously putting her in danger of it. And I wasn't punishing him. I simply cannot live with someone who would support cheating. To me, that is exactly like cheating. Moreover, he lied and covered for him. Who is to say he wouldn't mind cheating on me because he clearly thinks cheating is not a big deal? Even if he wasn't covering for them, the mere fact he thinks it's okay for someone to get cheated on is a huge no for me. I am really shocked to see how many people are willing to take the cheater's side instead of the one who is getting cheated on. Well, Opie, I think it's good that Lisa knows the truth even though she already knew before you told her, and now she can make plans for her life without Sam in it. And as you said, they never agreed on an open relationship. Your boyfriend saying it's not a big deal because Lisa is happy, that's a really ridiculous what they don't know can't hurt them approach. Because obviously, if somebody knows and now Lisa knows, that has hurt her a lot. You and your ex definitely don't have the same moral values, so I can understand why you called it a day. And him blaming you, saying you're a homewrecker and you did this to Sam. No, Sam did this to Sam. And he did it repeatedly with various women over a period of 3 years. But what's done is done, OP, and all we can do is wish you and Lisa the very best for a bright and happy future. And let's move on to story number 2. OP writes, for context, my 24 male brother, Luke, 31 male, his wife, Emma, 28 female, and their son, Kyle, 4 male, moved to my city last year because Emma got a new job. They would occasionally ask me to watch Kyle because I work from home with very flexible hours. I personally do not like kids at all, but I was happy to do it at the time because I wanted to help them. It was not that often, maybe once or twice every 2 weeks, and Kyle was very well behaved. Now the issue started near the end of last year when Luke decided to change careers. He was previously working remotely as well. His new job required him to go to work a lot more often and make substantially less money. This left them depending on me more and more to take care of Kyle. It went from once or twice every 2 weeks to around 3 days out of the week. To make matters worse, Kyle's behavior changed drastically. To be completely honest, I can barely stand the kid anymore. Constantly running around and screaming while I'm trying to work, and just overall being a little brat. My sister-in-law Emma was over the other day picking up Kyle and made some comments about getting rid of some of the, quote, dangerous, unquote, furniture in my house. Like tables with glass edges and stuff so that my home is safer for their son, and made a joke about baby-proofing my house because they're planning to have a daughter. This pissed me off, but I didn't say anything. The situation hit a breaking point last Friday when I was talking about the 1.5-week long trip I was going on with my girlfriend on the 15th. Me and my girlfriend like to travel somewhere nice at least once a month. We could not the past couple of months because of Kyle, but I promised my girlfriend we would go somewhere exotic for Valentine's. Upon hearing this, they got pretty mad, saying who was going to take care of Kyle, that I need to stop these, quote, childish trips, unquote, and that I need to take more responsibility because, quote, I am an uncle now, unquote. I'm not going to lie. After hearing this, I effing snapped. I said that their demon child isn't my responsibility, and I'm not just going to give up my life because they effed without a condom. It got pretty obscene from there, and some horrible things were said. They left, and we are no longer on speaking terms. My parents and Emma's parents are on their side and extremely angry at me for, quote, refusing to pull my weight, unquote. My parents said that this is my duty and I should be sacrificing everything to help them. It's honestly got me really down, and I've cried my eyes pretty much every day since seeing those messages from my family. I'm starting to wonder if I really should be taking more responsibility. Am I the a-hole for choosing my trips over my brother and nephew? Here's OP's update. Thank you everyone for the comments. After reading through them about an hour, it kind of helped me realize how toxic my relationship is with my family. As many of you mentioned, yes, my brother is the, quote, golden child, unquote, of the family. And thinking about it now, that favoritism is the main reason I wanted to move away from them so badly in the first place. I had a talk with my brother and my sister-in-law where I apologized for calling their child a demon and for the condom remark. They accepted my apology, but they did not apologize to me. Apparently, ours and my sister-in-law's parents were not just telling them but encouraging them to use me for help the whole time. I told them how exhausted and frustrated I was and how much this whole crap show has hurt me and that I would not be watching Carl anymore, period, and that they need to figure something else out. They did not take it well, and my sister-in-law started yelling again. And after some arguing, my sister-in-law said that if I would not watch Carl, the least I could do is pay for his daycare and help with some of our other expenses, since I have the money to zip off to a different country every month. I was honestly appalled. I would not have minded to help them out financially, but the tone of her voice as she said it was just infuriating. The only thing they heard was that I would not continue helping them. They didn't give a crap about anything else I said. I just got up and left their house without saying a word. I wanted to leave before I completely exploded again. 10 minutes after I left, my phone started buzzing with them and my parents, and I just put it on Do Not Disturb. I read a lot of comments saying I should go no contact, and I really did not want to do that. But they are very clearly not interested in respecting me as a human being, so that's it. I will not be speaking to my family until they want to genuinely apologize to me. Thanks, guys. Wow, OP, the audacity of your brother and his wife and, well, just everybody in your family to think that you should take on responsibility of your nephew, it's just mind-blowing. This story actually had my blood boiling because your family, they're bullying you and belittling you by telling you you're being childish by going on these trips, and that you should take responsibility as an uncle. But that's exactly it. You're the uncle. You're not the parents. And if your parents and your sister-in-law's parents feel so strongly about it, then why aren't they taking care of Kyle? It really just sounds like a lot of sour grapes in this story from their side. So, Opie, all I can tell you is you did the right thing. You stood up for yourself. You refused to be a doormat and to be used like that financially, to let this interfere with your work, because with him running around, as you say, screaming, it's very frustrating for you. It's not your job to take care of your nephew, to cancel your plans and things you want to do because the parents aren't taking care of Kyle. It's one thing to help out for a little bit, but this is just over the top. The audacity is out of this world. So OP, go ahead, go no contact, leave them to figure this out on their own. And I hope they do apologize to you eventually, OP, I really do. But in the meanwhile, go ahead, enjoy your life. Well, that's it for this edition. I thank you once again for joining me. Please leave a comment, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, consider subscribing, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.